Hey, this is Tim from Big Yellow Jeep.
Well, hey Tim, where are we going today?
I'm glad you asked, Chase. Today we are going to the infamous Eye of the Needle on Indian Creek near the Buffalo River and Kyle's Landing. More on that in a minute, but we've got a full house in the Big Yellow Jeep today, so we're going to go around and do some introductions. So sitting next to me, this handsome young man is Chase. That's my son Chase.
How do you do?
He comes to us from Kansas City, Missouri, where he is gainfully employed, and Dad is very happy about that. Now Chase is the wild man of the group, and it's the job of the rest of us to keep him under control today as much as possible. Don't know if we can do that, but we're gonna try as best we can. So Chase, do you have any words of wisdom for the audience out there?
You know, thank you, Tim. I'm just really excited to be a part of the journey along with you guys. You know, I can't wait to get out there. It's gonna be a wet one. So I don't know. Does anybody else have anything to say?
Well, let's get to the others in the Jeep, in the Big Yellow Jeep. So sitting directly behind Chase is my lovely daughter Emily. Now you may remember from some of the other videos that Emily is a harpist Emily on Instagram. She may look like a rugged mountain woman today, but she cleans up well, and she can transform herself into an elegant harpist ready for any symphony or orchestra. So check out Harpist Emily for all your harping needs. So Emily, how are you feeling today?
Not great after that.
Yeah, well, you know, got to tell it like it is. We tell it like it is here at Big Yellow Jeep. And last but certainly not least, sitting right behind me is the lovely Kelsey.
Hello.
So Kelsey is also from Kansas City, Missouri. She rode down here with Chase, so I'll let the audience connect those dots. And they are very, 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 very good friends, and I'll just leave it at that. So we have been on a hike with Kelsey before, and I can say without a doubt that she is by far the best climber of the group, so she will have no trouble at all with the Eye of the Needle. So Kelsey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I am so excited to be in this Big Yellow Jeep and on the journey today. So can't wait for this adventure.
All right. So as Chase mentioned briefly, the weather's not really cooperating today. It was supposed to be cloudy but no rain, but there's been a steady mist on us during the drive so far. So let's talk about the Eye of the Needle. I used the word infamous earlier. It is infamous in that it is one of the most sought after hikes in the Ozark Mountains and the Buffalo River Valley. It is extremely beautiful, it is physically exhausting, and there is an element of danger with it. So when I say danger, what do I mean? Here's what I mean. There is a cliff that you have to climb that's about 150 to 200 feet off of the creek bed. It's not a 90-degree vertical face, but it is about a 45-degree angle. Very slick, very steep. There are ropes to assist you, but if you slip and fall or those ropes break, it's going to be a very bad day indeed. So have to be careful on that. Once you get to the top of the rope climb, you'll be at a place called the Cathedral, which is a collapsed cave formation. At that point, most people just kind of sit and take a breather because the rope climb itself is physically exhausting. But once you're ready to continue your journey, there is a cliff, a ledge on a cliff that you have to navigate. It's a narrow ledge with a 150-foot drop, so have to be careful of all your footsteps at that point. Then you have to crawl through a tunnel, through a cave to the other side of the mountain, and once on the other side of the mountain, there's another ledge that you have to crawl across. At that point, you can make your way down to the creek bed again, and then it's a big boulder scramble over boulders the size of Volkswagens and Toyotas. And then shortly after that, you will be at the Eye of the Needle. Now it's named that because if you've ever seen a sewing needle, there's a gash in the cliff that looks just like the eye of a needle. On certain days, if you're lucky, there will be a waterfall flowing through the Eye of the Needle, and that's what we're hoping for today. With all the rain that we've had the last week, we should be in store for a good viewing today. So those are the technical parts of the hike. Indian Creek by itself is a fantastic place to hike. There are numerous waterfalls, bluff formations. There is a sunken depression in the middle of the creek known as the Devil's Bathtub, and there is also a bat cave. That's right, I said it, a bat cave. How cool is that? So that's about 30 to 40 feet off the creek bed. You're supposed to stay out of it because the bats are susceptible to a disease called white nose disease. But some people climb up there. And as you can see, we have a disturbance in the big yellow Jeep today. As I said, Chase is the wild man. He's already causing a commotion. So, that's about it for now. We're going to, we'll pick it up when we get to the trailhead at Kyle's Landing. And anybody else have any final words on this?
We'll see you on the trailhead.
Adios, muchachos. Okay, we are here. We are going to be the only ones on the trail today because the big yellow Jeep is the only vehicle at the parking spot for the trailhead. So everybody's excited. Emily's excited. Emily, are you excited?
Yep.
Okay.
Can't wait.
All right, Kelsey, are you excited?
Woo, so excited.
Chase.
Yeah!
Chase is braving the cold weather with shorts on, so he's tougher than the average bear. But we're gonna have a lot of fun today. I'm hoping the creek isn't up too high today, but we will persevere, and I think we're gonna see a great waterfall today. So we'll check you later.
Kelsey, this is about as woolly as the hike is right here. He's vlogging.
Oh, he's vlogging.
Okay, we are at the point where the Buffalo River Trail switches to go to Indian Creek. And so one thing that I forgot to mention, there was a fork in the trail about a quarter of a mile back where one side you go to Steel Creek, the other you go to Buffalo River Trail. Stay on the Buffalo River Trail until you get to this point where, at this point, hopefully you can see that, you actually veer off and start going down Indian Creek right here. So the Indian Creek Trail. You can see them, you can see the monkeys down below swinging on the vine. Don't try this at home, but we're having a good time. Spirits are good, and we will continue. Okay, so we are down to Indian Creek. The water is flowing really good. You can see our intrepid little band moving forward, and everybody's having a great time, but the water is fantastic. See you later. How you doing?
Terrific.
Good.
Cool. Hey Tim, thanks for asking. We're here next to a couple waterfalls here. A little rocky and wet getting up here, but it's really not that bad. Let's take this back over to you, Tim.
So, is everybody glad they're wet already?
Yep. Yeah, I feel a little sloshy.
Emily's loving it every minute of it.
Great time.
So, all right, so as you can see, Indian Creek is fantastic. The water is flowing. We're going to see the eye flowing today. We're all psyched, and we're going to continue. Okay, we're getting close to the rope climb. This is called the Devil's Bathtub. Last year when we were here, it was completely open without any running water. This year the water is really going strong. We passed a couple of people returning from the eye, and they said that the eye is flowing strong today. And to quote them, they said it's rolling. So getting excited, we're getting close. Smile, Emily. Hey. Kelsey. Okay, I promised you a bat cave. I delivered a bat cave. The bat cave has a fantastic waterfall flowing out of it today. And right beyond us is the rope climb. So we're going to take a few minutes to catch our breath, maybe get a snack before we attempt this monster. All right, we finished the rope climb. We're at the cathedral. I am exhausted. I'm not conditioned well enough for this hike, but I made it thanks to my teammates. They're off exploring a cave, but I'm a little bit tired right now, so I'm going to pass on that. You can see the waterfall from the bat cave flowing down below me. We're going to crawl through the tunnel, and then we'll make our way to the eye. There's more people out here. Okay. Yeah. All right, we are here. We're at the eye. It is flowing fantastic, better than I've ever seen it. We've seen a couple of groups of hikers that say it was flowing better than they've ever seen it. It did not disappoint today. The entire hike, we've probably seen 50 cool waterfalls. We saw a waterfall flowing out of the Bat Cave. We saw the submerged Devil's Bathtub. We burned a lot more energy going up the hill this time than last time because of the slickness of the hill, so we are physically exhausted but happy. My camera is almost out of battery, so I'll be signing off. Thank you for joining us on this trip, and have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you. Hey Kelsey,
Hello.
how was the hike?
You know, the hike was great. Very exhausting, but wow, what sights to see.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty tired.
Very exhausting. We're very cold, very tired.
How about you, Emily?
Very cold, very tired, but in good spirits.
That's right.
All right, so we're gonna check in on Chase real quick. Chase.
Yo, we did it. We're all defeated, but
We feel
we're in good
accomplished.
spirits, so.
All right. Campbell, if you're watching this, we miss you. We'll get you out here sometime. See y'all later. Have a good weekend. Bye.